Have you ever done exactly what the health experts say, drinking your 8 glasses of plain water every single day, only to still feel tired, weak, or even a little dizzy? You're doing the right thing, yet your energy still dips in the afternoon, your legs feel heavier than they used to, and no matter how much water you drink, you just don't feel refreshed. Now, I want you to pause for a second and think about something. What if I told you that after the age of 60, plain water alone might not be enough to keep you truly hydrated and strong? What if I told you that you could be sipping all day long and still not be giving your body what it actually needs? Sounds strange, right? But it's true, and it's one of the most overlooked reasons why so many people over 60 struggle with energy, muscle strength, and even mental clarity. Here's the thing. We often think of hydration as just filling a glass, turning on the tap, and drinking. But as the years pass, your body quietly changes. The way you absorb water changes. The way your muscles hold on to it changes. Even your thirst signals, those little nudges your body gives you, start to fade. You might not even realize you're thirsty until you're already dehydrated. And dehydration doesn't just mean you're thirsty, it can make your muscles weaker, your balance shakier, and your mind foggier. Now, before you start thinking, oh great, another complicated health routine, let me put your mind at ease. I'm not about to tell you to buy an expensive supplement or some magic drink from the store. What I'm going to share with you is simple. It's something you can add to your water right at home, something small but powerful that can help you stay hydrated longer, keep your muscles stronger, and give your energy that extra lift. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle. You just need to make your water work harder for you. So here's my challenge to you, stick with me until the very end of this video. Because by the time we're done, you'll know exactly what to add to your water to help your body after 60, why it works, and how it can make a real difference in how you feel every single day. No fluff. No gimmicks. Just practical wisdom that could change the way you hydrate forever. Now, before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Comment, "I'm here," down below if you're ready to learn how to make your water your secret weapon for better health after 60. And while you're here, hit that subscribe button to join our Elderly Wisdom Tips community, where we share real, honest, and life-changing advice for staying strong, independent, and full of life in your golden years. Let's start with something simple but eye-opening. Picture 2 people, one is 30 years old, the other is 70. They both drink the same amount of water in a day. Same glasses, same amount, same timing. But by the end of the day, the younger person feels refreshed, alert, and ready to keep going, while the older person still feels sluggish, maybe a little lightheaded, and just not quite there. Why does that happen? It's because as we age, our bodies change in ways we don't see, but definitely feel. First, our total water reserves, how much water our body can store, actually shrink. That means you have less of a hydration buffer to pull from when you need it. Second, your thirst signal, that natural reminder to drink, gets weaker. So by the time you feel thirsty, you may already be more dehydrated than you think. And third, your kidneys, which are in charge of filtering and balancing fluids, don't work quite as efficiently as they used to. Put all that together, and plain water doesn't stay in your body as long, and it doesn't do its job as well. Here's where a lot of people get it wrong. They feel tired, weak, or a little off, and they just shrug it off as, well, I guess that's what happens when you get older. But in many cases, that fatigue isn't just age, it's dehydration. A slow, sneaky dehydration that builds over days, sometimes weeks, without you even realizing it. The good news? You can fight back. Start by becoming more aware of your body's signals. Keep water within arm's reach all day, not just at meals. Sip regularly instead of gulping it all down at once. Even something as simple as a glass every hour can help keep your hydration steady. But here's the twist, hydration isn't just about water, it's about what's in the water. And that's where the real secret lies. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with your calf muscle knotted up so tight it feels like it might tear? You grab the muscle, you try to stretch it out, maybe even walk it off. And you think, but I drank plenty of water today, so why is this happening? That's your body sending you a very clear message: I need more than just water. This is where electrolytes come in. Now, I know that word might make you think of sports drinks and sweaty athletes, but hear me out, electrolytes aren't just for people running marathons. They're tiny minerals, like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, that act like your body's hydration glue. They help your cells actually hold on to water, so it doesn't just run right through you. They also keep your muscles firing smoothly and your nerves communicating the way they should. Without enough electrolytes, it's a bit like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. You can pour in all the water you want, but it's going to slip away before it can do its job. That's why you can be drinking glass after glass and still end up with muscle cramps, fatigue, or even dizziness. Here's the part that surprises most people: seniors often need electrolytes more than younger folks. Why? Because as we age, our bodies lose them faster, especially if we take certain medications, sweat more than we realize, or simply drink plain water without replacing those essential minerals. The solution doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. You can start with something as simple as adding a pinch of quality sea salt to one of your daily glasses of water. You could pour yourself a small glass of coconut water now and then. It's naturally rich in potassium. Or you can use an unsweetened electrolyte powder. Just make sure it's one without all the added sugars and artificial colors. It's a small adjustment, but for many people, it's the difference between feeling drained and feeling steady, alert, and strong. And speaking of muscles, hydration plays a surprising role in keeping them strong, and that's exactly where we're headed next. Let me tell you about Tom. He's 68 years old, a retired schoolteacher, and someone who's been walking every morning for years. Rain or shine, he's out there getting his steps in. But lately, he started noticing something strange. His legs felt heavier, his pace slowed, and even climbing the steps to his porch felt harder. He thought maybe it was just age catching up with him. But when he finally mentioned it to his doctor, the truth was surprising. Tom wasn't getting enough water into his muscles. He was mildly dehydrated, and it was slowing down his muscle recovery after every walk. Here's why this matters: your muscles are made up of about 75% water. That's right, 3/4 of that strength you rely on every day is actually fluid. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your muscles can't repair themselves as quickly after use. Protein synthesis, the process that helps you rebuild and maintain muscle, slows down. And when that happens, you're not just losing strength, you're also increasing your risk of injury. Now, here's the big misconception: people think that losing muscle is just part of aging. Oh, I'm getting older, of course I'm getting weaker. But that's not always true. In many cases, muscle loss is less about age itself and more about the conditions you're creating inside your body. If your muscles aren't hydrated, they're not going to perform well. No matter how many steps you take or how much exercise you do. The good news is, you can turn that around. Proper hydration, combined with the right nutrients, can help you keep your strength longer. If you take a walk, do light exercise, or even spend a morning gardening, follow it up with a drink that combines water, electrolytes, and a small dose of protein. Something as simple as mixing a scoop of whey protein into water or blending a little Greek yogurt into a smoothie can give your muscles what they need to bounce back faster and stay stronger. It's not about lifting heavy weights or doing intense workouts, it's about giving your body the basic building blocks it needs to keep moving with confidence. But protein isn't the only secret ingredient your water might be missing, and this next one is often overlooked completely. Now, I want you to meet Evelyn. She's 72 years old and one of the most disciplined people I know when it comes to health. She drank her water faithfully, glass after glass throughout the day. Never went anywhere without her water bottle. But still, she often felt weak, her energy would drop halfway through the morning, and sometimes her hands would even shake a little. She thought maybe it was just her blood sugar or maybe fatigue from age, but when she had some tests done, the answer was something she'd never considered. Evelyn was low in magnesium and potassium. You see, water doesn't work in isolation. For it to actually reach your cells and do its job, it needs a little help from minerals, micronutrients that most of us don't think about until they're missing. Magnesium, potassium, calcium, and even small amounts of sodium all act like little gatekeepers, helping water move where it needs to go inside your body. They also protect your muscles from breaking down too quickly and help keep your heart and nerves working smoothly. Here's the part that surprises a lot of people: just because you're drinking water, and even if your urine is crystal clear, it doesn't automatically mean you're well nourished. In fact, clear urine can sometimes mean you're flushing too much out without holding onto what your body actually needs. You can be fully hydrated in terms of water volume, but still be mineral deficient, and that's when you start noticing things like muscle twitches, fatigue, or that vague feeling of weakness. The fix doesn't have to be complicated. Instead of relying on plain water all day long, you can boost your mineral intake in small, natural ways. Try adding a slice or two of lemon to your glass. It's not just refreshing, it contains potassium and a bit of magnesium. Cucumber slices are another easy option, adding hydration and trace minerals without much effort. Even tossing a handful of leafy greens like spinach into a smoothie can quietly work wonders for your mineral levels. These are small changes, but over time they help your water do more than just pass through you, they help it truly nourish you from the inside out. And there's one final piece of the puzzle, and it's something almost no one talks about: how you time your hydration. Here's something I see all the time. Many seniors barely drink water during the day, and then, right after dinner, or even just before bed, they try to catch up. They'll pour 2 or 3 big glasses, gulp them down, and think they've done their body a favor. But what happens next? 2, 3, sometimes 4 trips to the bathroom during the night. And not only does that disrupt your sleep, but it can also leave you feeling groggy and unsteady in the morning. Timing matters. Your body can only absorb so much water at once, and it actually does its best work when you give it small amounts steadily throughout the day. Think of it like tending to a garden. You wouldn't dump a huge bucket of water on your plants once a day and expect them to thrive. You'd give them a steady drink, a little at a time, so the roots can really take it in. Your body works the same way. Science backs this up. The body absorbs water more efficiently when it's paired with light meals or snacks. That's because the food helps slow down how quickly the water moves through you, giving your cells more time to draw it in and put it to good use. And here's a little-known fact: gulping large amounts all at once doesn't just make you run to the bathroom more, it can actually put extra stress on your kidneys, which are already working harder as you age. So here's the better way: sip small amounts every 20 to 30 minutes while you're awake. Keep a glass or bottle nearby, and treat it like part of your daily rhythm. After any kind of activity, whether it's a walk, a round of light gardening, or even just doing house chores, consider adding an electrolyte-rich drink or a mineral-infused water to replenish what you've lost through sweat, even if you didn't feel yourself sweating. It's a gentler, smarter approach. And over time, it doesn't just keep you hydrated, it supports your energy, your balance, and even your mood. So now that you know what to add to your water, and how to drink it in a way that truly works for your body, let's talk about the emotional side of staying strong after 60, because that's where the real motivation begins. I know it can be frustrating to notice changes in your strength, your stamina, even the way your body feels when you get out of bed in the morning. Maybe you've caught yourself thinking, "I just can't do what I used to." Maybe you've even started avoiding certain activities because they leave you more tired than they should. It's hard. It's discouraging. And it can make you feel like you're slowly giving up pieces of your independence. But here's what I want you to hear loud and clear. These changes don't have to mean you're on a one-way path to slowing down. You are not powerless. There are small, simple shifts you can make that can give your body the support it's quietly asking for. And one of the easiest, most overlooked tools you have is the way you hydrate. Instead of thinking of water as just something you drink to quench your thirst, start thinking of it as fuel. Think of it as a daily prescription for strength, balance, and mental clarity. It's not just liquid. It's a delivery system for the minerals and nutrients your muscles, your nerves, and even your brain depend on. Every sip is an opportunity to help your body work with you, not against you. So here's my invitation to you. Tomorrow morning, before the day gets away from you, take one glass of water and give it a little extra power. Add that pinch of sea salt for minerals. Drop in a slice of lemon or cucumber for a natural nutrient boost. Or stir in a touch of sugar-free electrolyte powder. Then pay attention to how you feel, not just right after, but at the end of the day, and again at the end of the week. Notice if your energy lasts longer. Notice if your legs feel lighter. Notice if your mind feels clearer. These aren't just small wins, they're signs that you're giving your body what it's been missing. And please remember this, it's never too late to get stronger. It's never too late to feel better. It's never too late to take back a little more of your independence. You don't need to make massive, overwhelming changes overnight. You just need to start with one sip, one habit, one choice at a time. And every time you do, you're telling your body, I'm still here. I'm still showing up. I'm still fighting for my health. Because you deserve to feel steady on your feet. You deserve to have energy for the things you love. You deserve to live these years with confidence. And the good news is, you can. One sip at a time. Let's take a quick moment to pull everything together. Today, we explored why, after 60, water alone isn't always enough to keep your body performing at its best. We uncovered the often missed role of electrolytes, sodium, potassium, and magnesium, that help your body not just take in water, but actually use it. We saw how proper hydration supports your muscles, helping you recover faster and maintain strength. We talked about the importance of minerals in every sip, and how timing your water intake throughout the day can make all the difference. 5 simple, powerful steps, none of them complicated, but each one capable of making a real impact on how you feel every single day. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your personal hydration trick? Do you add lemon, a pinch of salt, or maybe even cucumber slices to your water? Maybe you have a recipe passed down from your family, or a little routine you follow every morning. Drop your ideas in the comments, because your tip could be the one thing that helps another person feel stronger, steadier, and more energetic. And if you found even one piece of advice in this video helpful, subscribe to Elderly Wisdom Tips. Tap the bell, and you'll get more simple, practical ways to stay strong, healthy, and independent, not just for today, but for the years ahead. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Remember, your body is always listening to the choices you make. So stay strong, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video.